Hold on a minute. I got to get it going on here, don't Anyway, we'll get it all going on. Oh, let me see. I better y'all give me just a fucking second. Like I'm on my phone. I should have used the laptop maybe, but I've been a little bit out of place, and like I realized, like we all got problems. So like my cousin today, and I was able to share, and like I'm able to try to do what I can, hopefully, to help my cousin. Um, I hope to help her get 500 signatures on the the petition to keep her uncle's murderer in jail. Anyway, if you see the link, go check the link out. Go consider signing up to try to help that, and you know, uh, like I told her, I was going to try to set this up. Like today is not like this ain't an official stream or anything. But this is to be with for anybody that might see it afterwards or whatever. Like I'm gonna try to set something up for Sunday. Like I don't know why I didn't just send her like something now. But I kind of just wanted to touch base with my viewers and stuff and tell you, like I'm not doing bad, but I'm not doing great. But then, like sometimes we have to come to terms with that we're not the only ones in the world, and that other people have problems too. And like I want to do whatever I can to help my cousin with this cause because, um, well, for one, like my mom was murdered and it's still unsolved. So I could only imagine if you had the said person or people that were involved in what happened, um, and you had to like go through, like someone coming up on parole or some shit. It would be, it wouldn't be a fun experience. What's up, Nature Girl? I almost sent you a direct link, but I was just kind of like just set this up. I'm just gonna like do a like I'm not trying to jump the gun, but I figured like I got it pinned, I think. Um, which you already know the link and shit. Like for my or for my cousins. But I realized like I might like I was telling Angie today. I was telling Angie today that I might think I'm not that very significant in any place, but at the same time, I am significant enough in some places that if what I can share to the people that might care about that particular thing, Angie Lemming, well, Lemming Carter, but she's a Lemming. Like I'm related to my cousin through my dad's side of the family, but um, for her to be able to, like, if I see her get to 500 signatures in the before she has to go to the parole board, I'd be just tickled to death, and I think we might be able to do that. Um, since I shared the link today with some of you guys and like on X, it went from like 256 to 266. So there's been at least like 8 or 9 people sign up today, and this is like something that can help me. You know what I mean? Like take myself outside of my own, like my own bullshit. I'm not. I know that, but I'm saying in my conscious, we sometimes have self. Like I'm self conscious. I'm saying that what significance I do have can, like, I can help my cousin at least. I can hopefully, like, I don't know if it's going to make any difference, but like if I could stream about this right now for like 20 or 30 minutes, and then Sunday maybe actually do like a an official stream, and like Angie come on with me and shit, and go in maybe detail and stuff about just because like she was just telling me today, she's like, I'm doing this all by myself. Like her brother has to work a lot, like doesn't, like nobody else in the family on her side, like she's the only one doing this, and I'm like, you know what? Hey, like I've got something. I've got enough. Like there's enough people that will, if they tune in and I do it, if you get like I said today, like 8 or 9 people have already, kind of helped out. So, and it ain't about money; it's about just signing that petition. You know what I'm saying? Like, anyway, sorry if that make. So I was sitting here and I decided that I would just do a little bit of a stream for a minute because, like, I haven't done like really any videos this week other than like 3 or 4 shorts, and I was like, you know what? Like, there's no time like the present, right? Like, who knows? Like, there could be somebody, like, there could be someone tuning in here for the length of time that I'm on here, and find out about this, and then go over there and do, help us out, sign up. Like she was telling me about, you know, uh, having to deal with like assholes from that person's side of the family. Like I understand there's 2 sides to every story, but like when someone does something, like if you read the details, you understand that it was pretty much it was a pretty shitty thing that happened. Anyway, I appreciate you guys tuning in for a minute. Uh, I just feel like I should at least, because like right before we went live, I reached out to someone else that is got a little bit bigger platform, and hopefully, like I hope he responds to me and can help me, maybe promote this. Like cause like I think Angie told me like we got a couple of weeks, like there's she's she's I think we're about 2 weeks out from like the actual like day she would have to go. But like if she can get these signatures, you know what I'm saying? Like it's at least gonna look good, and like I will feel like Like I don't know, man. Like when she sent me that yesterday, I didn't realize she like says she's already reached out like several people on YouTube and like trying to get maybe some channels to like say like talk about her story or something. And I was like, well, I know I'm not a big channel or nothing, but I can fucking do what I can do. Like like even right now, I didn't send her a link or nothing, but like I didn't want to like get into it. Like if she happened to catch it and be here, I would be fine. But I'm trying to wait. Like I want to be able to send the link like in the next day or two and have my actual like my cousin will probably be on here with me. You know what I mean? Well, I realized like I might be going through my own shit right now, but I'm not the only motherfucking person in the world. And I know I'm cussing a lot also, but I'm saying it ain't all about Gray Cloud. And so like Angie, it's even like a well, even you, Nature Girl, and I'm not trying to divulge any information, but you saying, hey, I'm not doing all that great or something like here and there, or anybody that tells me something like in that extent, it's like it makes you put in perspective like sometimes we can get caught up in thinking that like sometimes I can think that the only thing is me. And when I'm able to realize that it isn't all about me, um, I don't know what it is, but it makes me feel better. Like when I'm able to see that, hey, Gray Cloud ain't alone. He ain't the only motherfucker crying every day, or he ain't the only one like boo hooing or thinking that anything's going on that, you know what I mean? Like we all get bad news, right? Sorry, guys. Oh, I didn't think about that. That would be a good, like, I could share that with those people. Like, because, like, if you go to the actual, like, when you go to the link and you read, the actual story, it's something that, like, I figured, like, I'm not like, I figured somebody just kind of goes and reads and then they can decide on their own, just like I did. Like, just because that Angie's my cousin doesn't mean that I automatically, but like, I went, I read, and I'm like, well, hell yeah, I'll sign this. You know what I mean? Like, why wouldn't I? Because, like I said, I've dealt with, like I'm dealing with the coming up of the same day that I have to have the colonoscopy. Uh, will be the same day that was, 20 something years or whatever, fucking of mom's murder. And so, thinking about how some, like, if you have the people that were responsible and they're in jail and you're having to deal with like trying to keep them from getting out and being out part of the public. I mean, like anyway, I'm trying to have a good jolly attitude right now. Right. It's just like the navigation like sometimes like I'll say that this past week I've probably been like not navigating very well. Like who's this? Hold on a minute, guys. Hold on, dude. Let me find my glasses. Oh, hey, what's up, Meeks? Okay, what's up? It's good to see you, Meeks. I'm sharing with people about my cousin Angie and she's trying to get enough signatures to keep the guy that killed her uncle in prison. He's about to come up on, and like I wouldn't be so animate about it if it wasn't family. So I'm gonna do a stream probably Sunday where like hopefully I'll have Angie on with me, and I've also reached out like another person that I'm gotta hopefully get a response back from, like a bigger channel that might promote it. Like I just want to do what I can. Anyway, I think people can understand that. Like I used to not put a whole lot of stock in family, and as I've gotten older, I realized that, well, because like family, it's not just because we were related blood wise or whatever, but like I just didn't used to like put a lot of stock in it, and over the years, I've learned how important it sometimes, like me recreating a relationship with my sister over the past few years has been like one of the most important things in my life. And I think sometimes we have to like learn how to like we have to learn to forgive as bad as we don't want to, especially when it comes to people that we really care about. Now, I'm not talking about the situation with my cousin and like somebody being in, you know what I'm saying? Hold on a minute. Holy hell, Mike Maranatha, you're sorry, brother. I'm trying to you should be able to see a link in my chat. Hold on a minute. Hold on, Mike. Let me go back for a second. I see Mike addressed Emil. Okay, here you go. Hello, brother. It's been a while since I stopped by your live. It's good to see your face again. Yeah, I see it now. Sorry, brother. I don't want to get so deep into like I don't want to get too deep into like any of my BS that, and I just call it BS because it's just stuff that we have to sometimes deal with. But you can probably tell, like I'm sharing about something that has to do with my, you know what I'm saying? Like let me see if I got that. Guys, Mike Maranatha, go if you can go look at his channel, and I just recently finished that book, Undiscovered Self, which Mike is someone that, like, I knew about Carl Jung, had read a bunch of different stuff, but like didn't know exactly what I read or not read. And like a few months ago, like I asked you about that particular book, and then like or like what it was specifically about, or what you had read from him, and then so I ordered that copy, and like I just recently, in a few weeks ago, finally wrapped it up. That was some definitely good stuff, but I mean, I was familiar with him. They what makes? I'm already in too deep. Oh hell. Yeah, we don't have to be serious all the time. Like I don't have, like I'm not trying to be like a boohoo, like whatever. But I was wanting to do. I just wanted to do, like I'm trying to do something that I can, like whatever the hell I can do, like to help my cousin out. You know what I mean? Like if she gets enough signatures, like not that it'll change anything, but like it will help and make a difference. Like when she goes that day to have to like read her statement and like how it devastates. Just like um, it's kind of like sometimes when we care about someone and something's very important to them, then it should be important to us. I don't know if that makes any sense. Like I might not always understand it, but if it's important to you and it's not something harmful to other, you know what I mean? Like it's a good thing, then I want to try to understand it. Hold on, let me try to read y'all's. My eyes are kind of blurry. Oh yeah, Alan Watts, just playing, man. You Meeks Entertainment. You can't play. Don't be playing. We don't do nothing. Like we can't have no fun here either. Like I don't. No, I'm serious though. I don't have to be like serious. I don't have to be so serious, right? So y'all get the gist of it. I'm doing this to just kind of like announce that hopefully because Tuesday I'll be going and having that damn colonoscopy and all that shit. Like literally shit. But so I'm gonna try to fit in over the weekend to do like something where like I can have my cousin come on and maybe tell her like get a few eyeballs on it. Like I said, if someone goes and actually reads like what happened, like the situation and how like um I don't know, man, like cause like she was telling me she was like, "You're gonna laugh." Cause I was like, "Was it at a convenience store?" And she was like, "Well, you'll laugh." And I did laugh, and I don't mean it to be like disrespectful, but she told me I was gonna laugh. Like her uncle was working at a point, like a smut shop, and that's what got robbed, and he got killed. But like, just because he worked at a place that sold like adult content doesn't mean that it gave anybody a right to go in there and rob the place and kill him. I don't know if that. I do know that makes sense. What is that? We crossed. Oh, okay. You're going into Arkansas. I'm gonna start calling you the Joker. Why so? Hey, that's a good one. You know what I mean? Like we do have sometimes. Like sometimes it's good to be serious, but like I'm glad to see you guys here. Um, like that's why I went to. Like I just went to do this because like I haven't been doing a lot this week, and like I'm dealing with my own shit too. And but like when you have somebody come to you and they're like, hey, this is what's going on with me. This is what I'm at. Like it helps you bring, at least for me, it brings me to the understanding. Like I said earlier, great, like gray cloud's not the most important thing in the world. Like I might think I am, like in my mind, but if that makes any sense, like like you start realizing. Like I remember the one of my favorite shirts I ever saw in the world was "It's not all about me." Like like this dude that lived in Morganton, North Carolina, like this black dude, and he real tall, had a beard, walk around. Everybody thought he was crazy, but he just walk around just like singing, like glorifying God, like just walk around all through town, like making up his own words and singing, and like not really being a good singer, but like he would wear this shirt that said "It's not all about me," and he would just walk around Morgan and like every day, just like when you would see him, he's just like would be like completely singing out loud in joy, like it talks about like in scripture and shit. Um, Anyway, hold on. I'm trying to read some of your. Let me read this. Red. Hold on. Red, you're listening to the. What did that say? Red. Okay, you're listening to the Grand Wizard. Thank you, Mike. You're cool. I'm trying to read y'all stuff because like, and then there's old Red Snapper also. Red Snapper said he got in a little bit of trouble, like because somebody thought that like I didn't know that Red Snapper was like a slang for a vulgar, like description of a woman's private parts. But I found that out. I'm trying to be courteous to everybody here. I'm probably not going to be on very much longer. I'm just going to like kind of. It's cool. Like I didn't even realize that anybody would jump in and be here, but like you kind of don't ever know that. I don't think. Like you know what I mean? Like it'd probably be different if I like I had a million subscribers or something. I'd probably obviously be like, okay, well somebody will be there. But I just wanted to do, like doing some of the like just doing this is like therapy in a way. Like it's like if I can bring attention to something that'll help my family out, then I want to do that. And like I don't know, like I hope that you guys understand this. Yeah, I always thought red snapper was just a fish too, but it's actually yeah. You look it up, like I'd have looked it up. Snapper, you told me about like I don't remember where you was at, but he was on a platform where someone didn't they didn't like his name. Like see, we don't always have to be so serious. I'm learning more over the past couple of weeks, like the true meaning of just being in the moment. Like this is really like this is truly where you find like if you haven't found it yet and had a true divine experience, I can't help you. But when you find it in the moment, whatever moment that is, that's where it's at. Like, like you know what I'm saying? Like I can't put in work. It's just like any preacher or any guru. Mike knows this, I imagine. Well, several of you guys know this. Like you can't. Like there's no man that can put in words and tell me anything that's gonna like really convince me of anything. It's the only way that I came to be convinced of what I do know is just the sheer actual intimacy of like having certain moments in life where like I can't explain it any other way than it had to be divine intervention. And it's like I got one friend that's constantly, wanting me to prove God to him. And like it's not my job to prove that to you. It's not anybody's job to prove that. Oh yeah, yeah. Safe safe travels, y'all. Hey, thanks, Meeks. Meeks, I appreciate you stopping by. Y'all be careful too. Or like I know that Stephanie didn't touch or like Nature Girl, sorry, Nature Girl, sorry. I'm trying not to divulge anybody's personal information and I just did. But Yeah, The Power of Now. Eckhart Tolle is like one of my favorite. Like he's one of the people that I've studied over the past so many years that every time I come back to anything that I have by him, it just really always resonated very loudly. Did you ever? How about that? The one that really that I still have a copy of right now is A New Earth or whatever, or like like talking about how like true manifestation of like the heaven, like into the physical dimension. That's cool that you bring that up though. Like I like no, like because I haven't done it in like over a week or so, but I was listening to a whole lot of like Eckhart Tolle, like his speeches and shit, or like his like you know what I mean, just his talks on different living in the present, being yeah, because it reminds me of who is that did the the guy that did Be Here Now, and then he years later he wrote Be Love Now. He's like a Hindu guru or whatever, but it reminded me of that also. Like just the whole like his first book like that made him really popular back in the 60s or 70s was, like Be Here Now, like learning to be present in the eternal moment, whatever. But then like years later he wrote a book called like Be Love Now. And I can't remember that dude's name, but like this whole past week, Mike, I've been like well the past few weeks, like I've just been doing a lot more like just really like deep diving into myself. Like I've even questioned my faith the past few weeks, and I think sometimes we have to have that. Like me being able to like question, like, do I really stand where I said I stand? You know what I mean? Like, for years now, I've talked about like, well, I'll do this or I'll do that when the day comes, and then like the past few weeks, I've learned like Will Great Cloud do what he said he did. Like you have to know, like it's like certain things, like you really don't know until that moment. And I hope that I'm able to do the right thing rather than the wrong thing. Like if there's a day, like you know what I mean. If I get to live long enough to have a day where like somebody is questioning certain things, and I have to like speak like real on it. Yeah, you're right, Ram. Yeah, you're talking about. Yeah, you mentioned the name. I see the name. Yeah, yeah, Ram Dass. Yeah, exactly. You know exactly who I'm talking about. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's Ram Dass. Like he wrote, like he wrote a book. Like I said, like Be Here Now, and then like so many years later, he had like went through a big transformation, and then wrote Be Love Now. Like, because I remember like reading some of that and it talking about like learning how to like to not have like different kinds of level of love, like where like you truly like look at everybody in the same manner. How like if you were to perceive like how did Christ really look at people, it would be in that manner that you choose to see the love there rather than the I would have to look at the link. Sorry about that, Red. Uh, I would have to look at the link again. I do have the link in here in the chat, but you might have to go. Don't I have it pinned? I don't know if I have it pinned or not. Yeah, I think I still have it pinned. Sorry about that. It's not. Hold on. Uh, well, I'm trying to get back to my. I'm trying to get back to the chat and see all the comments. Here we go. Yeah, so I apologize that I don't have like her uncle's name right off my head. Like today's been kind of like a long day, like where like I'm just like I'm trying to like figure out what I can do if I can do anything. And like I said, like I noticed that they like if they can, they can get 500 signatures. If not, like I know it happened in Knoxville, Tennessee. You know, like I'm from Tennessee. I didn't live in Knoxville, but that's where Angie and them are from. And so anyway, I appreciate each and every person that has been here today. Hold on, let me read this. I love you too, Mike. Like, and I think you know that. Uh, guys, I'm gonna wrap this up if that's okay with you guys. Like I said, it's already been a long day, and you know it's still pretty early, but it's just like I just wanted to like share, like if I can bring any attention to like my cousin's calls or whatever to try to, because I can only imagine like I've said this already several times today to several people, but you know what I mean? Like if they were to ever catch who killed my mom and like I had to go like if at some point you have to go through like hopefully or not hopefully, but like having to go to like a parole hearing and try to speak why it is that you would rather them not be like released and shit like that. I can only imagine that that would be like a trying time. So I'm trying to do what little bit I can if I can anything, and that's just basically telling people about hey, you know. And so next time, like when I go live again or whatever, and I talk about this in the next day or two, I'll try to remember and have um like have the name of the uncle on the mind and all that, so I can answer questions like that. Because I don't want to seem like I'm a. I appreciate you being here. Remember the this life is a journey. Yeah, like I'm trying to keep. I'm trying to catch up with some of y'all's comments before I end this, guys, and because like I keep telling anybody this, like I'm not doing any of this stuff. You know what I mean? Like I'm not on YouTube because I want to be known by so many people, but like if I can make real connections with anybody, um, it does help me, and I think it helps other people. I think a lot of us are out here wishing we had more connection, like like real connection, not like You know what I'm saying? Like surface level BS or something. Like knowing that when you're listening to somebody or you're talking to someone, that they're like really coming from a real place. Uh, we do live in a world where so many, like, you can't really, or at least I feel that, and I think a lot of people are longing for a sense of community that's like been lost and been lost for a long time. Anyway, that's why I'm here, and I hope you do feel a part of the community here. And I think we do have a good community. Every one of you been really upstanding in the chat today, so thank you very much. I love you guys, and I'm gonna get off here, okay? And you know how I say it. I'll say ditto because well, ditto was me and Sarah's way of telling each other we loved each other. And so when I say ditto, I'm telling every single one of you I love you. And until next time, Mr. Gray Cloud here, Sage of the Eternal Moment.